On this beautiful Sunday, October afternoon, it is a joy to gather with you today, with you as married couples celebrating your anniversaries, with your family and friends who come together with you. And we all give thanks to God for you. For we're reminded that marriage is not merely an individual commitment, but marriage is a very public commitment. When you were married before the altar of God, your family and friends gathered with you, all of your invited guests. And as they were there, they represent the whole church being there to support you in your love for one another, in your making those marriage vows and committing to one another, in showing to the world that God's love is at work through you, through your commitment to one another. And your living out of that commitment is indeed a very public witness for the whole church. The vocation of marriage is indeed part of God's plan. It's part of the plan of salvation. We're reminded even at the beginning of the book of Genesis, in the creation of Adam and Eve, that God has made us in his own image. And not only are we made in that great image of God, but each one of us is given that divine spark within us, that capacity to be able to love. On your marriage day, you stood before the altar of God and you said to one another in your marriage vows, "You are irreplaceable to me. You are irreplaceable to me. There's no one in the world whom I could love like you." And indeed, that is a love that reflects God's love for us. It's beautiful in the wedding ceremony to hear in the prayers that the love of husband and wife reflects the divine love of God at work in the world. And indeed, it's not merely just a phrase in a prayer. It is a statement of God's grace filling his church with the love that you have for each other, with a love that grows deeper each and every day. As we gather here today, your hearts are especially thankful for the gift of married love, for the gift of God calling you together, whether it be 1 year or 3 years or 72 years ago, and being with you on your journey of marriage. God's promise that his grace, when his love is lived in the world, his grace is ever abounding. We come as a people with thankful hearts, as you thank God for your wedded love, and as your families and friends also thank God for your witness. It's a thankfulness that we hear echoed in our readings today. In that first reading, Naaman, who is a Syrian, who's somebody who's outside of the normal Jewish circle, is cured of leprosy. And what happens to Naaman? His heart is so grateful that he realizes the God of Israel is his God. He says to Elisha that he will not worship any other God but the God of Israel. He takes with him, as we're told in that reading, soil from Israel to show that he would not make any other sacrifices except to the God of Israel. A heart so filled with thanks that immediately Elisha was converted and was able to believe in the one true God. We find that thankfulness today again in the gospel, in someone whom would not be expected to come back and give thanks, a Samaritan, but one who in the presence of Jesus realized that he was not only physically cured of leprosy, but he received that spiritual cure that allowed his heart to overflow with thankfulness for the love that God had shown to him. Indeed, he was compelled to come back to give thanks to God. And Jesus gives us a great lesson in the story of the healing of the 10 lepers. It's a lesson that we live out today here. You as husbands and wives coming together to thank God for your years of marriage, for the blessings that you have received, and to offer to God the trials that you have endured over these years. Your families and friends and the church indeed joins with you in thanking God for your witness to what love can do in our world by transforming it, by showing to the world that God's love is still at work through you. Thankfulness indeed is our theme today, as we ask for God's continued blessings upon you in your married lives. We give thanks to God that you had the courage some years ago to say to one another, "You are irreplaceable to me." And because of your wedding vows, you are able to live out the grace of God in the world. We're ever grateful for your witness, especially in a world today that seems so torn by strife and division. Your witness of married love helps to show us the way to healing divisions, helps to show the way to understanding one another, and to open our hearts to that grace of God which brings to us the capacity to show his love. May your powerful witness in the world continue to overcome all strife and division, and be able to show to others that God's love is just as much at work as it was on the day when Jesus reached out to those 10 lepers and cured them. May our thanksgiving here today for your wedded lives reflect the Samaritan who came back to Jesus, who was able to say thank you to the Lord. For indeed, today is a day of rejoicing in which all of us give thanks to God for you.